Thomas and Tina sat together in the class. Both these dinos were kind and sweet, but unhappy with their circumstances. Upset, they started discussing their situations. Thomas said to Tina, "You must get whatever you want from your parents. Your grades are always good. They make me work hard even for birthday gifts." Tina replied, "A little hard work from you and your parents can buy you anything. My parents are poor, so they can't even when they want to, no matter how hard I work." Both went quiet for some time, slowly realizing how all dinos thought of other dinos as lucky and in better circumstances than they. But the reality is that everyone has problems, big or small, and though the grass may seem greener on the other side, it never really is. Tina and Thomas decided to help each other out in finding a solution to their problems. Brian's weaknesses. Brian was born with no forelimbs. With no limbs to hold and walk with, Brian's mother was afraid for her son's future. As Brian slowly grew, everyone noticed how sharp he was. At the age when dinos learned to talk, he was already properly conversing. All of 4 years old, Brian used his sharpness to train his hind limbs to imitate all actions that the forelimbs performed. With a lot of hard work and many hits and trials, Brian had successfully started using his hind limbs just the same as others used their fore. Mother was so happy and proud of how Brian turned a weakness in his strength. She started inspiring other dinos. When life closes one door, it opens another. His limbs were weak, but the brain so sharp. Everyone can turn his weaknesses into strengths, just like my Brian. Sofias Training. Sally and Spiky had an adorable daughter, Sofia. Both parents showered Sofia with a lot of love and attention. Sally wouldn't let Sofia out of her sight and pampered her limitlessly. But Spiky wanted Sofia to grow into a strong and independent dino. So, when Sofia turned 1, Spiky started teaching her how to hunt. Sally protested, saying, "My princess will get hurt. She's too young. She doesn't need that. We'll always feed her." Disturbed, Spiky turned to his wife and said, "Do you want our daughter to be dependent on the other dinos all her life? She will learn and hunt on her own." And so she did. Sophia was a fabulous huntress. Seeing her latest catch, Spiky said to Sally, "Give a dino meat and you feed him for a day. Teach a dino how to hunt and you will feed him for life. She's ready for life." Emma's new friends. Every teenage dinosaur liked being famous at school. Emma was no exception. Emma loved attention and wanted so many friends that wherever she went, dinos knew her. At school, Emma called all the dinos her friends. She'd talk, eat, and sometimes go out with them. One evening, as Emma cycled back home from school, she lost balance and fell into a fast-flowing river. Yelling for help, Emma waved her hands at her new friends, but none came to help. Emma kept yelling and soon fainted. When she gained consciousness, only her old friend Jackson was by her side. Puzzled, she asked, "Who saved me?" "I did," replied Jackson. "Those dinos you call friends were letting you drown. I am glad I saw you." Crying, Emma thanked him and said, "I forgot that friendship needs to be cherished like you."
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.